Welcome back, everybody. In this video, we're going to see, the power of Deepseek, the talk of the town these days. And the interesting part is that I've got Deepseek on my local computer, my laptop, right? That way, I can still use the power of Deepseek, but then don't have to pay a single dime. And I'm going to use ollama to run it. Okay. So this is ollama. I'm just going to see ollama list, what all models are sitting on my local computer. So do you see that I've got Mistral latest, but today we're interested in DeepSeek R1 7 billion. Okay. So this was done quite some time ago. But today I got around to do this video for you all. So I'm just going to run this DeepSeek. Let's spin it up. Ollama run DeepSeek hyphen R1 colon 7B. All right. So let me just hit enter and it's just going to spin it up. Though it's on a local computer, it still doesn't take much time to just see. Right over there, you see it's ready to take your prompts. So let's say I ask it, what do you know about neuropeptide. Okay. Let's see what it comes up with. So it's the way it is designed is that it's just the when it takes the question or the prompt from the user, it's gonna put that in this thinking mode first. So it's not just gonna spit out the information. It's analyzes things, and the best part is it thinks aloud. Okay, so loud that we can see it right here, and that will help us establish the pattern as to how it does what it does. So over here, we asked the question: what do you think about neuropeptide? And the answer coming up as, not the answer, right now it's still thinking. So it's thinking neuropeptides are a diverse class of small peptide molecule and mimic. So all of that is there. Okay, so it has done the thinking. This is where it is giving the answers. So it is answering like neuropeptides are diverse class of small peptide molecules that mimic the structure or function of endopeptides, which are naturally produced by the brain. They play crucial roles in neuroplasticity, synaptic plasticity, learning, and memory. Neuropeptides can act as neuromodulators influencing brain functions such as cognitive processes, emotional regulation, mood, behavior, and pain perception. Very important. And see, it's also not stopped there, but it's just now going to list out the key characteristics of neuropeptides. It's a small molecule, a diverse structure, biogenicity, so all of that, and then what it means by those specific terms. It's one-liner details coming out as we speak. So the first one is the small molecule neuropeptides are relatively small molecules compared to typical neurotransmitters. So and then so only the so it didn't stop at the key characteristics also. Now it is also going to explain out the classes of neuropeptides, which is super awesome. I mean, you ask just one question, and there is so much of information that's it's going through and condensing that into the very structured, nicely laid out output. Human readable, of course. So you see, it is now laying out or talking about the classes of neuropeptides. So several types of neuropeptides. One is glutamate cities, which have all of these, and then peptide binding, all of that. And then it's also now going to the next section, which is mechanism of action. So how neuropeptides act, is when it comes in action, what it does, how it does, and all that. So these peptides, neuropeptides, they influence brain functions by modulating ion channels, receptor signaling, and other cellular processes. So this is like kind of overall workflow in a summary for neuropeptides. Well, then you talk about application neuroscience research. So what all applications are there? So in the neuroscience research for this neuropeptides. So this is Deepseek, and the way it is now, if you see on the screen coming up like word by word, or word after word, one word after another, is basically nothing to do with Deepseek. Deepseek is very powerful, as I just mentioned on the onset of this video. Uh, it is actually to do with the power of your computer. Even though I mean my computer is not like it has a good configuration, but with the limited GPU, and but still it is able to do the job. So I think it's a trade-off between the latency, the response time, and not paying a dime, right? So we're not paying anything. I think we can bear with the fact that it's little, the latency is little there in getting the answer. But the best part is we are getting that answer, and all for free. Yeah. So this is all FOC stuff for free of cost, clinical relevance, and all of that it is coming up. So it will go on and on like that. I'm sure, and not just DeepSeek in this video. We also learned a bit about neuropeptides today, isn't it? I mean, actually, I did. Um, yeah. So that brings us to the end of this video. All right. We'll meet in the next video. Until then, take a good care of yourself. Um, Thank you so much.